Hi, I'm Lena Darnay with Keep Indiana Learning, a department of CIESC. Today, we're going to take a quick look at how to organize your classwork section of Google Classroom to be more learner-centered. You'll notice that I have some basic topics created. If I wanted to create a new topic, I could go to Create, Topic, and then I might type in a learner-centered, clear topic name like Unit 3. And you may notice that I'm using some text symbols or emojis to add visual interest and give my learners some visual supports. So for genetics, I might bring up my emoji keyboard, which can be done by right-clicking on most devices and looking for emoji. There are also some keyboard shortcuts for many of the devices. And then I'm going to look for my genetics. There we go. There's my little DNA. And when I click Add, it will automatically put this at the top. Now, I'm organizing this class in reverse chronological order. So that means my Unit 3 will actually go under my Today topic. I use a Today topic so that students know exactly what we're working on today. And when I'm done, I just can drag those items into the unit that I want them to be in. Now let's talk about naming convention when it comes to assignments, because Google Classroom creates Google folders in your Google Drive for each of the elements that you put into a class. And so making sure that these are named in a learner-centered way, but also in a way that makes organization easy on your end will help everybody through the process. When I go to create an assignment, I'm going to give it a simple title that also refers to the unit or the organizational structure you have for your class. That might be by week, it might be by theme, whatever makes sense to you, but also make sure that the title makes sense to the learners. So if this one is a Unit 3, Week 1, and then I would give it, so that's my naming convention, so that makes sense to me as the teacher. Now I want it to make sense to the student as well. So I've given it a title that makes sense to the learner. This is our introduction to genetics. I could also put more information in this title. But this organizational piece here means that on my end, it's going to be easier for me to track those down. I would put very clear instructions in here. I use Google Keep to keep notes for myself that are easy to cut and paste. Here's my assignment note that has all of the elements that I want to put in consistently into my assignments. And I would paste that in here. I'd then go through and make sure that my students know what to do, why I'm having them do this, what the objective is, and how they're going to know they're successful in this assignment, and how much time to allot for this. Of course, with some of your students being in person or potentially remote, you'll make sure that they also know what to do if they get done early. So if they're getting done early in class, you'll want to give them something to do in case you need to work with some virtual students. Or if they're done early at home, is there something they can do to keep connected to the learning? Once I've completed all of this, I can attach my content from my Google Drive and insert that right here. I would want to make sure that my students, again, understood what they were supposed to do with the item that I was connecting, and that I've attached everything that I'm going to refer to in the directions. If you don't want your students to get lost, don't give them any opportunities to not have what they need right when they need it. Now I'm going to go over and make sure that this is in the right topic. So this one would be my Today topic. I'm going to give it the points I want. And if I have a rubric of how that's going to be graded, I would refer to that in my description here, and I would add it there, and I would click Assign. So this is now up here in my Today. When I'm done with this one today, and I'm ready for tomorrow's Today assignments, I can just click on this, drag it down to the unit where it's going to be. I would keep these organized by my naming convention, but also the students would still clearly understand what they're looking for if they need to go back and look for previous assignments. And that's a quick look at how you might organize a classroom using the classwork section of Google Classroom.